All right. Oh, let me grab my timer. Let's start lying down on your back. Taking a moment to arrive, connecting to your breath, connecting to your body. Bringing your mind to your mat in this present moment. Letting go of what's been. Letting go of what might be. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. And again, inhale. Sighing it out. On your next inhale, taking your arms above your head, stretching fingertips as far away from toes as possible. On an exhale, bring those arms alongside the body. And again, inhale, arms above your head. Exhale, arms alongside the body. One more time. Inhale, arms above your head. Exhale, arms alongside the body. Drawing your left knee in towards your chest. Interlacing fingers around your left shin or the back of your left thigh. Inhale, extend left leg long, arms above your head. Exhale, drawing your right knee in towards your chest. Interlacing fingers around right shin or right thigh. Inhale, extend right leg long, arms above your head. And then drawing both knees in towards your chest. Wrapping your arms around your legs. Give yourself a hug. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Always remembering to practice with kindness, honoring and respecting your body where it is at in this moment. Placing those feet on your mat about hip distance apart. You might be able to feel your heels with the tips of your fingers. Gently press into your feet, lifting your hips up, bridge pose. And then slowly lowering those hips all the way down to the earth, drawing those knees in towards your chest. And then placing those feet back down on your mat. On an inhale, pressing into your feet, lifting your hips up, bridge pose. And then on an exhale, lowering your hips all the way down to the earth. Drawing those knees in towards your chest. One more time. And then placing those feet down on your mat, press into your feet, lifting your hips up, bridge pose. And then lowering those hips all the way down to the earth and then drawing those knees in towards your chest. And then extending your legs long along your mat. Walk your feet over to the bottom right hand corner of your mat. Arms to the top right, coming into banana pose. Couple of cycles of breath here. walking your feet to the bottom left-hand corner of your mat, arms to the top left. Walking your feet back through to center and then drawing the soles of your feet together, letting your knees fall out wide, coming into reclined butterfly pose. Maybe keeping the arms above your head, fingertips touch in a double diamond. Or hands might rest on the belly. And then drawing those knees together, heel toeing your feet out wide, coming into constructive rest. Maybe this time interlacing your fingers, pushing the palms away from your head. Then gently drawing those knees in towards your chest and then rock and rolling up and down the length of your spine 3 times. And then making your way into tabletop pose. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tops of your feet can be flat to the floor or toes can be tucked. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, cow pose. Exhale, rounding your spine into cat. And again, inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine. One more time. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine. Bringing your big toes together to touch and then sitting your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Knees can be together or wide, arms out in front of you or alongside your body. Take a moment here to find the most appropriate version of this pose for yourself today. Always remembering that you can come back to child's pose at any stage throughout the practice if any of the poses don't feel right in your body today or any other restorative pose that works best. Take a breath in through the nose. Sigh it out your mouth. Walking your hands over to your left, getting a stretch through the right hand side of your body. Walking your hands through center and over to the other side. Walking your hands back through to center, drawing yourself up into tabletop pose, drawing those knees together, tucking your toes, extending your left leg out behind you. Chin is slightly tucked so there's length in the back of your neck. Drawing those toes back towards your face. Maybe belly button draws a little bit closer towards your spine. And then staying here or maybe taking right arm out in line with your right ear. And then on an exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Always knowing that your right hand can be down on the mat. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arm and leg extended. And then placing that right hand back down on your mat. Left leg comes over to the right hand side of your body. Look over your right shoulder towards your left toes. Then bring that left leg all the way out in line with your left hip. Right toes are tucked. Seat your hips back towards your heel, half child's pose. Then coming all the way up into gate pose. Left hand down your left leg, right arm up and over. Inhale through center. Right hand finds the ground, left arm up and over your left ear. Inhale through center, left hand down your left leg, right arm up and over. Coming all the way back, right hand finds the ground. This time left arm finds the sky. Maybe gaze looks up towards your left hand. Maybe it's looking at the ground. And then either staying here or maybe lifting left leg up off the earth. Placing that left leg back down on the ground, coming back into tabletop pose. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine. And again, inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine. Untuck your toes if they're tucked. Seat your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Arms out in front of you, almost clawing into the mat, creating length in your back and in your spine. Arms are activated. Take another breath. And then walking those hands over to your left. Walking your hands through center and over to the other side. Walking your hands back through to center. Drawing yourself up into tabletop pose. Drawing those knees together. Tucking your toes. Extending your right leg out behind you. Pushing the ground away. Pressing into your fingertips. Feeling into the parts of the body that are connected to the earth right now. And then staying here or maybe taking left arm out in line with your left ear. And then on an exhale, bringing your elbow towards your knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. And then left hand comes back down on your mat. Right leg comes over to the left hand side of your body. Look over your left shoulder towards your right toes. Then bring that right leg all the way out in line with your right hip. Left toes are tucked. Seat your hips back towards your heel, half child's pose. Then bringing yourself all the way up, coming into gate pose. Right hand down your right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale through center. Left hand finds the ground, right arm up and over your right ear. Inhale through center. Right hand down your right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale all the way back, left hand finds the ground, right arm finds the sky. Maybe gazing at your right hand, maybe not. And then staying here or lifting your right leg up off the earth. Gently placing that right foot back down on the ground, coming back into tabletop pose. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Untuck your toes, sit your hips back into that active child's pose again. Fingers gripping the mat. Walking your hands over to your left. Walking your hands through center and over to the other side. Walking your hands back through to center. Drawing yourself up into tabletop pose. Lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Taking a moment to arrive in Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Heels behind your toes, fingers in line with each other. Always knowing that tabletop is your option. Or forearms down on your mat if this doesn't work in your body. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale, come forward into plank pose. And then exhale, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale, come forward into plank. Always knowing you can skip anything that I suggest. Exhale, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling out those legs again. Take a breath in through the nose. Sigh it out your mouth. And then walking your feet towards your hands, you're coming to the top of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. Hands might find the earth, they might not. Chest rests on your thighs, head hangs heavy. Breathing up and down the length of your spine, into the back of your legs. And then inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins. Crown of the head drawing away from your tailbone. Belly button draws back towards your spine. Shoulders down and back. And then exhale, folding forward. And again, inhale, halfway lift. And then maybe this time taking your arms out in line with your shoulders. Folding forward. And then slowly roll to stand, dragging those fingers up your legs. Shoulders up, back and down. Coming into mountain pose. Maybe repositioning your feet, fingers towards the earth, crown of the head towards the sky. Taking a moment to check in. Notice if there are any areas that need extra love and attention. Always remembering to practice with kindness, honouring and respecting your body where it is at in this moment. On an inhale, arms towards the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the earth. Step your right foot back behind you. Step your left foot back to meet your right. You're in plank pose. Lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Pedaling out those legs. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Bringing those knees down to the earth. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, cow pose. Exhale, rounding your spine into cat. Untuck your toes, sit your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Walking your hands over to your left. Walking your hands over to your right. Walking your hands back through to center. Drawing yourself up into tabletop pose, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, knee to chest. Right foot meets your right hand at the top of your mat. Pausing here for a moment, see if you can release that left heel a little bit closer to the back wall. Maybe rocking back and forth, getting a nice stretch through the left hand side of the body. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. And then stepping your left foot up to meet your right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pause. Crown of the head lengthens away from your tailbone. Exhale, forward fold. And again, inhale, halfway lift. This time taking your arms in line with your shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly roll to stand, dragging those fingers up your legs, up, back and down. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the earth. Step your left foot back behind you. Step your right foot back to meet your left. You're in plank pose. Lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Let it go. Bringing your knees down to the earth. Inhale, dropping the belly. Cow pose. Exhale, rounding your spine into cat. Untuck your toes. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Walking your hands over to your left. Walking your hands over to your right. Walking your hands back through to center. Drawing yourself into tabletop pose, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, knee to chest. Left foot meets your left hand. Pausing here for a moment. Stretching out the right hand side of your body. Maybe rocking back and forth. And then right foot meets your left at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, pausing here for a moment, actively drawing your crown of your head away from your tailbone. Exhale, folding forward. And again, inhale, halfway lift. This time taking those arms in line with your shoulders. Gauging the back of your legs, maybe your corners of your mouth. What a good idea it was to do this today. Folding forward over your legs. And then slowly rolling up to stand. Shoulders up towards the ears. And then back and down. Pausing here for a moment, repositioning those feet. Letting the breath come in. Letting the breath leave. Maybe rocking back and forth on your feet. Noticing where you are in space, in this moment. Maybe being able to observe how you're feeling. Maybe not. Just taking a moment to pause. Maybe noticing feelings within the body. Maybe your fingers are tingling. Maybe you'll notice if you drop those shoulders away from your ears. If you make micro adjustments, lengthening out the back of your neck, maybe drawing that belly button towards your spine, gauging your quadriceps, letting go of your gripping toes. On an inhale, arms towards the sky. And then exhale, hands come to heart center. And then taking your feet maybe as wide as your mat. We're coming down into Malasana. So heels in, toes out, maybe the width of your mat. Bringing those elbows on the inside. Staying here or pressing into your feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, coming all the way down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then using whatever you need to help your bottom safely find the earth. Taking those legs out wide, tapping them out. Drawing those toes back, taking your right arm on the inside of your right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale through center to the other side. Coming back through to center, walking yourself forward. Bringing yourself all the way back up, taking that left foot to the inside of your right leg, turning to face your right leg, leaning towards your toes. Bringing yourself all the way back, turning to face your bent leg. Staying here or pressing into left hand and left knee, lifting your hips up. Slowly coming all the way down to the earth, to the other side, taking your right foot to the inside of your left leg, leaning towards your toes. Bringing yourself all the way up, turning to face your bent leg. Staying here or pressing into right hand and right knee, lifting your hips up. Bringing yourself all the way down to the ground, taking the soles of your feet together, interlace your fingers, give yourself a toe hug. Staying here or drawing your heart space forward. Bringing yourself all the way back, drawing those legs together, wrapping your arms around your legs. Say, I love you, say, I'm proud of you. Then gently releasing those legs, slowly making your way down onto your back, drawing those knees in towards your chest, maybe rocking gently from side to side. And then either staying here in stillness or maybe taking your knees out towards your armpits, or maybe coming into happy baby pose. Hands might find the outside edges of your feet, arms on the inside of your legs. Gently releasing those feet as wide as your mat, legs are still bent, arms in line with your shoulders, and then letting your knees fall to one side. Drawing those knees through center and then over to the other side. Drawing those knees back through to center, drawing your knees in towards your chest, and then doing circles with your knees in one direction. And then in the other direction. And then finding stillness, drawing those knees in towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs, squeeze everything in. Take a breath in, side out, and then releasing your arms and legs long along your mat, coming into Shavasana. Choosing a pose that works best in your body for relaxation. Maybe you're in star pose, maybe reclined butterfly pose, maybe constructed rest. Taking a moment to get comfortable. Relax your toes, relax your feet. Relax your ankles, relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs, relax your belly, relax your fingers, relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms, relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your chest, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your throat, relax your chin, relax your jaw, relax the tongue from the roof of your mouth, relax your cheekbones, relax your eyes, relax the space in between your eyes, relax your forehead, relax your scalp, relax your mind, relax your breath. Slowly bringing some awareness back into your body. You might like to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You might like to take your arms above your head on an inhale, stretch. Exhale, arms alongside the body, side out. And again, inhale, stretch. Exhale, side out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now knowing you can stay exactly as you are, If you have places to be, things to do, people to see, feel free to make your way up into a seated position in your own time. Taking a moment to feel the effects of the practice within your body today. Taking a moment in gratitude to yourself for showing up today, setting aside this time for your health and your well-being. As always, incredibly grateful for our bodies and what they allowed us to do, for the practice of yoga and the opportunity to practice, and to the yogis that have come before us, the yogis who are with us now, and the yogis who will come through in the future. Bringing hands together at heart center, taking a collective inhale, taking a collective exhale. Knowing you are not traveling on this journey alone. Until I see you again, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart, from my heart to yours. Thanks.